Hey guys, this is Chico with He Provides. I'm doing an update. A year ago, or almost a year ago, we did a fire cider video. I'll be honest with you, I was brand new. I was nervous as all get out, and it was probably much longer than it needed to be. But here's part of why it was so long. We took the time to cut everything. We've skinned everything, peeled everything, cut everything up. We did some zesting, and I've since found out that maybe that's not all necessary. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We've got one large white onion. We've got about 3/4 of a pound of ginger root. We've got about 3/4 of a pound, a little less, of horseradish root. 2 lemons, 2 nice big fat heads of garlic, 2 jalapeno peppers, don't rub your eyes, and we're going to add this year. This is mint that my wife just went out and cut an hour ago, half hour ago, whatever. But the weather has been so great here in southern Indiana that we still have mint growing, sprouting, fresh mint. So we're going to add some mint in it to take a little bit of the edge off. My father-in-law, who's 79, he calls this sourpuss juice. So we're hoping to take a little of that edge off. Normally we use Bragg's apple cider vinegar raw with the mother. That's important. But we got a buy recently on Heinz. It's unfiltered, all natural apple cider with the mother. So we might try that. I'll let you know for sure by the time we wrap this up. So we're not going to peel everything this time. We're not going to zest anything. We're going to leave the paper on the onions. We're going to leave the paper on the garlics. We're going to cut the stems off of the jalapenos, but that's it. We're throwing it in, seeds and all. So I'm going to stop for a minute. I am going to quarter up my lemons so that they'll fit, and I'll cut everything down so that it'll fit in the food processor, but I won't cut it any further than that. And we're not peeling a thing today. So we'll be back in a little bit. I forgot to tell you one of the items that goes in it, turmeric root. And I've got about 8 ounces, a little less than 8 ounces. The packages said 8 ounces, and you know, I'm a little skeptical. So the first one I thought, this doesn't feel like a half a pound. I weighed it, it was 4 ounces. I was getting ripped off. So anyway, I went through and weighed several, 4 or 5. I got one that was close to 8 ounces, but none of them weighed 8 ounces. So anyway, I got everything cut up. The ginger root I just broke into smaller pieces. It breaks up easy. It smells so good. I cut my onion into about 1/8. I quartered my lemons. I did cut the ends off of each lemon and the ends off the onion. I cut the horseradish root up, and I pulled the leaves off of the mint. So easy peasy. Well, it was easy peasy. I don't know why my thing's not working. Ah, that's why. So I knew that horseradish root would be hard on the machine. Horseradish roots, it's pretty tough. Jalapeno. Some of the garlic. Did I get every? No, here's some ginger. Some of the mint. Now the first year we did this, I went through all the trouble of peeling everything because because my idea is that I was going to take all the ingredients after the cooking period, after it's soaked, and I was going to use it in real cooking. My idea was to put it in like my scrambled eggs. Not a good idea. It's very bitter, it's very strong. Didn't work well for putting into other food. So we ended up composting it. So that's why we're taking less time this year. That's why we're throwing paper and all, the whole bit, and not peeling anything. The end result's the same, and it just saves us a lot of time. So now here's the deal. I'll come back here in a little bit. You don't want to watch me grind all this up. I'll do all my food processor work and show you that end result, and we'll show you the process putting it in the jug and tell you about how to let it cook. So we'll be right back. I'm telling you, I'm faking, but I'm really crying at the same time. This is some potent, bring tears to your eyes, clean out your sinuses kind of stuff. Discovered something. We just cut the horseradish root into small chunks, but it kept bogging down the food processor, or a chunk would get stuck on the blade, and then the food processor was just all crazy wonky. So we ended up, what was left, we just cut into smaller chunks and threw them in. You can see there. Dear, can you come in and let me know if I'm giving them a good view? This is what it looks like after it's gone through the food processor. Turmeric, horseradish root, onion, garlic, mint, lemons, and I may have forgot something again. But here's the deal. We're going to scoop all this out. It's kind of messy. But we're going to scoop all this out, and we're going to put it all in this jar. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take apple cider vinegar, raw, unfiltered, with the mother, and we're going to pour it right over the top of it. When we're done, and you want to shake your vinegar up, because the mother will settle on the bottom, and you don't want that. You want to get it out at the bottom and into here. So what we're going to do, we'll put all this in, and then we'll take the apple cider vinegar and we'll top it off here, and we'll leave just a little bit of headroom. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we're going to put it in a dark, non-humid area. I put it in my closet. My closet's dark most of the time. There's no vents of any kind in there, so it's fairly regulated temperature. So, and then the other thing is that you go in once a day and you shake this real good. You shake it all up, you know, not a huge workout or anything, but shake it once a day, and then in about 6 weeks you're good to go. At the end of 6 weeks, what we do, we bought just regular old cheesecloth, or I think it has some other name, but we bought it in the crafting section of our local Walmart, and we stick it down in the jars and then put the ring on it, and we pour it in and filter it out. We run it through the cheesecloth so that nothing but this liquid gets in it. You don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to refrigerate it, but you can. We did last year. I think it's more palatable cold, but I know a lot of people. I know people that don't even have a refrigerator in their house, so they just keep it on the shelf. You got to keep it out of direct sunlight, of course. So that's it, easy peasy. Your ingredients, you chop it up, put it in a jar, put in your apple cider vinegar, you shake it once a day for 6 weeks, and it's good stuff. We may come back and do a short video when we filter it and taste it, but as far as today, that's it. Easy peasy. It's good at fighting colds. It's good for a whole host of things. My mother and father-in-law swear by it. I will let you know this, we are about 2 months behind. We should have probably made this in September, so that it would have been the beginning of September, so it would have been available about halfway through October when we all got our first colds. So we're a little behind, but this should be ready by January, which will still get us through January, February, and March. So that's it. Godspeed, folks.